Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Star Wars Battlefront II Modded. I am Adrien, and like I mentioned last episode, this will be the second to last video we take a look at the Battlefront 1 conversion pack. In the next one, we're going to take a look at the space maps that I wanted to do, but before we do that, there are a couple more maps I wanted to make sure I played before I finish up this playthrough of this mod. First of those is the Tatooine Dune Sea map, which is a pretty interesting map here, with a lot of iconic locations from Star Wars Episode 4. And it's a pretty fun map, too. Another converted from Battlefront 1 map, which is, of course, the focus of this mod, if it wasn't obvious already. But, of course, I feel like I need to say that for those of you who aren't that familiar with the game, or perhaps just haven't played Battlefront 1 or this mod, or something along those lines. Because there are a couple of maps that are not from, at least not from shipped Battlefront 1. And as you can see, that's a new vehicle right there, the TIE Crawler. Probably not a vehicle that's still canon, but let's go see if we can jump in it maybe. Hey, wait for me, wait for me. I'm gonna hop in that and see how it works. So it's a treaded vehicle, and it has laser cannons that do a lot of damage and seem to have a very slow overheat. Like I can keep firing these. That's a little powerful. A little bit powerful. By the way, we're playing the extra large game mode, which is the one that I think I mentioned last episode, that I don't like as much as Uber Conquest because it's basically just get all the points and win and that's it. But it's still fun enough. I mean, it's a lot of units and it's a big battle, and you know, that's kind of what I want to see sometimes. Of course, it's also fun to play the smaller battles as well. And Luke Skywalker. Ooh, this is a different Luke than in the default game. I think this is one that's actually in the game files. Oh, okay, this is a different one than I thought it was. Because there is a Luke in the game files with a blue lightsaber in this outfit, I think. Or maybe it's just this outfit, and they just decided to give him guns for this hero. But he has a sniper rifle and a pistol. He actually has Han Solo's pistol. And he has the same two secondary weapons as Han Solo. So he's basically Han Solo, but with a sniper rifle as well. So that's interesting. Though, of course, this is meant to represent Luke from Episode 4, when he actually lived on Tatooine. At which point, of course, he did not have a lightsaber, nor did he know how to use the Force. So I suppose that makes sense. And we might as well use that sniper rifle since we're at a distance here. And it looks like this is basically the award, the beam rifle. I think I mentioned that several videos ago. Normally it's the award weapon if you get enough kills with the sniper rifle. Or is it enough headshots with the sniper rifle? I don't remember for sure. But yeah, pretty powerful. And actually is a pretty decent hero, especially on a map like this. I think I actually prefer having a gun hero like this to having a lightsaber one. Because, well, lightsaber heroes are fun because they can run pretty fast. You can get around the map a lot quicker and, you know, get to your targets, but a ranged hero is just a lot better at taking out enemies on a map with, you know, a little bit of cover, but a lot of wide open areas where, you know, the AI are not that good at taking cover, so they tend to hang out over there, and they're kind of easy pickings here. And yeah, we're about a third of the way there. So I guess this does go on a little while. For some reason, I remember the extra large game mode being super quick. I guess it probably depends a little bit on the map, because I remember playing it on the default Kashyyyk, and I felt like it went by way too quick, and I never really played it that much, mostly because I felt like it was a little too quick, and there's no option in the in-game menu to modify how long the match is, or how many points you need to win, unlike with Conquest, where you can actually, you know, modify how many reinforcements each side has, and you can kind of modify how many units are in play at a time, to kind of change the way you want to play the match. And oh! There was a mine there that I did not see, and I ran right into, so that was unfortunate. Let's see, let's play as... I think we played as most of these units already. Did I show off the disguise kit yet? I think I probably did. But yeah, I can disguise myself as a Stormtrooper. By the way, if you go over this way over here, you'll see some command posts over this way. That's the Starlight Pit, by the way. These are not actually the Imperial's command posts. These are the Tusken Raiders command posts. And they might not actually spawn Tusken Raiders. I don't see any right now. I wonder if they don't spawn any for extra large mode, or maybe that got forgotten. Someone forgot to add that, possibly. With a mod this big, even with lots of people testing it, you don't always get to everything. And I would assume that a lot of times when people test it, they might not necessarily go through and check some of these smaller features, you know, like Tusken Raiders spawning in extra large mode on Tatooine Dune Sea, because this map adds so many different missions that it's so hard to get to all of them, and make sure each and every one works properly, and doesn't have, you know, stuff missing like the Tuskens. If they're even meant to be included, it's possible they were removed for some reason, just for gameplay balance or something like that. Alright, we're just about halfway to finishing this up, but yeah, I guess this does kind of highlight why I don't really like extra large, is that where you're doing your fighting doesn't ever really change. You kind of just keep fighting in the same areas over and over again, whereas Conquest is a bit more dynamic and you actually get to move around the map a lot more as your command posts get gained and lost. Also, this disguise kit is really helping me out. I almost forgot that I had it on. But it's preventing the AI from shooting at me as much, which makes it a lot easier for me to survive out here, especially since I'm kind of sitting out in the open over here. Just gonna back up a second. Forgot to open up my drink before I started recording this, and my throat's getting a little scratchy, so I had to open up my drink, making sure I didn't get shot in the process. As you can see, these guys don't even bother me when I'm just kind of standing there taking a drink. You would think they'd notice, you know, there's a Stormtrooper standing right there, not doing anything, and the rebels seem to not care about him at all. Something suspicious about that, but obviously they don't. Oh, and the point limit is 350 here. I could have sworn there was 300. That might have actually been changed for this map specifically, possibly. I don't know. That's interesting. Let's try and go somewhere else. Try and find a vehicle or something. I don't know. This is getting a little boring doing this. Can you run me over or something? No. Oh, and we got the award rifle now because we killed so many people with the rifle. So I guess I get to show that off. We can go hang out in the... well, let's drop down one of these things. Oh, it's a grenade. Okay, I was under the impression there was something you dropped, like a time bomb. Ooh, there's a seismic charge. Oh, that's pretty cool. Just like the one in Attack of the Clones. I don't know if it had the sound effect because I couldn't hear it, because my game audio is not that loud, but it would be pretty cool if it did. Because most people seem to think that that's probably one of the coolest sounding sound effects in the Star Wars saga. It is a pretty neat sounding sound effect too. Alright, so we don't have too far to go. Just a little help from our allies will be able to finish this off pretty quick here. I would jump into Starfighter, but my controller is not currently plugged in, so me trying to fly would probably end in me crashing into the ground repeatedly, which I'm sure you guys do not want to see. Yeah, I feel like I'm playing on easy mode here, because these guys are not shooting me because I am disguised as one of them. Probably going to need to camp the ammo droid for a second here, get back some of our ammo. Ooh, there's a land speeder right there. Let's go ahead and hop in that, because I haven't used one of these yet. It's kind of interesting, because this is kind of like a land speeder you think you would use for, you know, just like personal transportation. But of course, because this is Battlefront, it does have laser cannons as well, and we died. We were doing so well, but of course, the second we hop in a vehicle, we are not basically invisible anymore, so yeah. X-Wing back there, we're not going to hop in that. This would be, I believe this is Luke's house. Oh, I didn't mean to drop that. Oopsie. Yeah, I think that's supposed to be Luke's house right there. And of course, the Sandcrawler coming to drop off the droids. And yeah, that effect is really big. Anyways, let's head in here and try and finish off a couple more Stormtroopers. And we should be just about done here in a minute. Luckily, unlike Conquest mode, when you're down to the last few points you need to get, their units keep spawning at the same rate, which is nice. Unlike in Conquest where you have to hunt down the remaining like 2 units or something like that, which can be a little bit irritating. I should turn on my disguise kit so I don't get shot as much. That would be nice. Yeah, in a game mode like this, where you don't need to capture command posts, you may as well just leave that disguise kit on the whole time, because it makes it so much easier. But yeah, when you do have it on, you can't capture command posts, which I think I've shown off in an earlier video. So, yeah, but you might as well keep it on if you don't need to do any command post capturing because, you know, why the heck not? And I got a lot of kills on that map, so that was pretty fun. And now we're going back to Tatooine Dune Sea to do a hunt game mode in the Knights of the Old Republic era. It looks like it's Tusken Raiders, so we do get to see them against the Sith. So let's see how we do here. This will be a shorter one because it's only up to 50 points. And there's also a time limit as well. And then I got one more mission queued up after this, and we'll see how that goes. So where are the Tuskens spawning? It looks like they might be out this way. I see some of our allies over there shooting. And for some reason, I don't think the Tuskens would generally team up with the Jawas. Although the Jawas are kind of hurting the Tuskens more than helping them in some ways. Because their Ion Blaster, the little lightning blaster they're using, has a very limited range. They try and hit us with it from far away. It ends up hitting their allies and stunning them, and it just makes it easier for us. So I feel like the Jawas, despite the fact that they're on the same side, are really helping us more than they're helping the Tuskens there. So, yeah, that's a thing. So yeah, as long as you stay back a little bit from the Jawas, they can't really hurt you at all. Because their little shock blaster really just does not have very much range at all. And of course, the Tusken, their rapid fire blaster is, I think it's pretty inaccurate, so you don't have to worry too much about it. And then these guys kind of have like almost like a sniper kind of rifle, kind of like the beam rifle, I believe, like we were using with Luke a little bit earlier. So yeah, just so you know what you're looking for if you were playing this game mode. Although to be fair, you're playing against AI, because I doubt you'll be able to find a game online. And generally when you play against the AI, you don't really need to use much strategy other than just some basic strafing. You know, I'm just standing out in the open here. I have no allies, and I'm just still staying alive. You know, just a little bit of basic strafing, and you'll basically trick their AI, and they won't be able to hit you very well. Okay, but now I think I'm taking a little bit too much fire, and I might go down here in a second. Although we are pretty close to winning here. Just a few more points and we will be done. And then I promise the next map will not have any sand in it. For those of you sand haters who are perhaps pressing dislike on this video currently because you don't like how coarse and rough and everywhere that sand is. But yeah, anyways. Alright, just a couple more kills and we'll finish this off. It does make sense, though, that when you saw the unit select screen, that there are only a couple of units available for the Sith. Because if they had all their units available, including the Sith with the lightsaber, that would probably overpower it a bit in favor of the Sith. But since we did show off that unit, why is this guy just hanging out over here? He's like, oh, hey, buddy. But yeah, I'm not really going to bother showing off all the units you can play as on this map, because or on this game mode, because it's not really worth it. Because we did already play as the Sith Sniper, I believe. So yeah, let's go ahead and hop into the last map I have queued up here, which is going to be, it's not Space Assault, we're playing Hero Assault on the Naboo prototype map, which is an interesting little thing. It's actually a map that I believe was included in the game's files, but it wasn't included in the game proper, or something like that. But anyways, let's go ahead and spawn in as the villains, playing as HK-47. I did want to show off a couple of the heroes that we haven't played as yet, and I'll probably go ahead and cut this one short. I won't play it all the way through, because Hero Assault goes up to 180 points, and each kill is a point, so this will take a while, especially since it's not extra large, and there are not that many units on the map. But we'll explore the map a little bit, show off a couple of the different heroes that we have not gotten a chance to play as yet, such as HK. And it does seem like, especially since this is an open map, that we do have all gunner heroes, which is definitely okay. But I do get mixed up with these Wookiees, because there's an evil Wookiee and there's a good guy Wookiee, and the evil Wookiee was having some troubles with that tree. You think that a Wookiee would have a much easier time navigating around a tree, but alas, I guess that's not the case. But yeah, it's kind of hard sometimes. I think, who is this, Hanhar? Who is a Wookiee from the second game, and then there's Zalbar, who is a Wookiee from the first game, and I guess Zalbar has a vibro sword, and Han Har has a a bowcaster, so I guess that's how you tell them apart. And there's also Chundar. I don't know if he's playable here too, but he's a villain from the first Knights of the Republic game as well. So, oh, we got Beodur sneaking up on us. Another character from the second game as well here. Yeah, I do like all the new heroes here, although a lot of them are just reskins of units from the default Battlefront 1, so they don't all look great. The ones that are new models do look pretty nice. I mean, not perfect, of course. For example, HK we're playing as right here does look pretty decent. But some of them... Oh, and this must be... Yeah, that's Chundar there. So he's on our side. So we have 2 Wookiees on our side and 1 on the other side. I think that's a little too much in terms of Wookiees, in my opinion. But, oh well, that's okay. Oh, what is that? Looked like there were rockets flying all over the place over there. What the heck is that? What the heck is going on? What is that? I don't know if that's something from when I'm zooming in, or if there's like something... Oh, it's that turret. Okay. So it looks like the blaster bolts for that turret are not given a texture or something. So that's interesting. You know, what's also interesting is the fact that HK is a villain here, although in the games he's a party member, so I consider him more of a hero character. But he is more of a dark side kind of character in terms of alignment, so I guess it does make sense. So yeah, there's that. But yeah, so we've been going a little while here, and obviously the points have not changed very much, so that is why I'm not going to play this entire match of Hero Assault. Kind of hoping that someone kills me here so I can go ahead and play as somebody different. But yeah, I mean, we'll wrap up pretty soon here because I don't want to drag this on too long. But yeah, I did want to make sure to show off this map here because it's kind of interesting. Although maybe I should have played it in Conquest, because Hero Assault on this map doesn't work out too well, especially with the limited number of units that we have and the size of the map. Although I don't know if this map was really ever intended for gameplay, because it is a Naboo prototype. I guess it's just a map that was in the game assets that they were testing on or something like that. There's probably some more history behind that I don't know about. Go ahead and just stab me to death. Go ahead, do it. Do it. Come on, do it. There you go. Alright. Let's see, who do we want to play as now? Let's do Calo Nord. And there's a command post down there that's neutral. That's kind of weird. Somebody's shooting me. Hey, mission. Okay, that doesn't do very much damage at all. Okay. Probably not too much more to show here. It's a really big map. It would take way too long to run around here. I was kind of hoping that we'd have some Force-sensitive heroes, Jedi and Sith heroes, so we could run around the map a little bit faster to show it off. But yeah, it's mostly just wide open fields. It was probably just a map used to test the game engine. I think it was in the Battlefront 1 assets, but like I said, there's probably some more history there that I'm not aware of. But yeah, we're probably going to end things off here. Next episode, I think we're just going to do the 2 space maps I want to do, and that will be the conclusion of our look at the Battlefront 1 conversion pack. And then we can finally move on to some new things. Probably do a couple of individual maps after that, just because we've mostly been doing big mods here for a little bit. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next episode.